NHL action, and we got a pretty big slate here tonight for NHL. So let me just get those notes ready for that. All right. The Coyotes travel to Philly to take on the Flyers. 7 o'clock puck drop in South Philly. The Flyers are minus 160, total 6. Arizona's plus 140 for some money line cash. And at the moment, Philly's plus 190 for some puck line cash. Now, Philly's given up 4.3 goals per game at home, just 2 and 4 straight up in their games on their home ice. Philadelphia's also failed to cover in 5 out of their last 6 puck lines at the Wells Fargo Center. Meanwhile, on the other side, Arizona's 5-1 straight up in their last 6, 4-2 straight up in their last 6, taking on the Flyers. Arizona's playing some really good defense right now. They're giving up just 2.3 goals per game on average away from home. And total-wise, both teams went 9-1 to the over in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. So we should have some fun tonight. I'm liking Arizona handling the Flyers thoroughly, even as the significant underdog. So give me Arizona plus 140 in the over. 6 goals in this one. Next game, that is going to be Edmonton, Florida. We're right on it. Edmonton, Florida, 7 o'clock puck drop in Florida. The Panthers are minus 140, total 6. 68% are leaning Florida, 59% shaded toward the under. Edmonton's plus 120 for some money line cash. And at the moment, Florida's plus 220 for some puck line cash. Now, Florida's just 3-4-3 straight up in their last 10, taking on Edmonton. Florida's also 0-3-1 in their games at home this season, and they have not covered a puck line at home yet this year. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Oilers, 5-3 straight up in their last 8. They're also 5-0 straight up in their last 5 in Florida. Now, total-wise, Florida's 2-1-1 to the over in their games at home. Edmonton's 5-3-1 in their games away from home. So with all that said and done, I'll take another underdog in this one. Give me Edmonton plus 120 in the over. 6 goals in this one. Next game, Canucks, Bruins, 7 o'clock, Boston. The Bruins are minus 245, totals 5.5. 59% leaning toward Boston, 52% shaded toward the under. Vancouver's plus 210 for some money line cash, and at the moment, Boston's plus 120 for some puck line cash. Now, if you like Boston on the puck line, just keep in mind they're going up against a Vancouver team who's 4-1 against the spread in their last 5, 5-2 ATS in their last 7 on the road. Vancouver's also 4-2 in their last 6 puck line plays, taking on the Bruins. Meanwhile, on the Bruins side, they've dropped 2 out of their last 4 straight up, but those 2 wins that they gathered in those 4 games, they were just 1-goal victories, all right? This Boston defense, pretty stingy. They are giving up just 1.6 goals per game on their home ice, and they're 10-4 to the under overall for the season. Vancouver, very similar story. They're 7-2 to the under in their games away from home as well. So with all that said and done, really bad game to play in my opinion. Not a whole lot of equity on the sides, but it's a pick show, so I got to lean somewhere. I won't take a pass or leave you high and dry. So give me Vancouver plus 1.5 for some very pricey puck line cash, very bad equity, and the under 5.5 in that one. All right, I'm looking for the Sabres here. There we go. Sabres, Canadiens, 7:30 puck drop in Montreal. Montreal's minus 135, totals 5.5, 52% leaning toward Buffalo, 60% shaded toward the under. Buffalo's plus 120 for some money line cash. And at the moment, Montreal's plus 215 for some puck line cash. Now, Montreal's 7-2-1 in their last 10, taking on Buffalo, 4-1 straight up in their last 5 in that very same category. Montreal is also 13-6 on the puck line in their last 19 games, 8-3 ATS in their last 11 at home. Meanwhile, on the other side, the Sabres are just scoring 2.6 goals per contest away from home. Buffalo's also just 3-4-1 on their games on the road, 1-4 straight up in their last 5 in Montreal. And total-wise, Montreal's 5-3 to the under so far for the season. Got to make the chalky play in this one. Give me Montreal minus 135 in the under. 5.5 in this one. All right, we're looking Islanders here. There we go. Next game, Islanders. Lightning, 7:30 puck drop in Tampa Bay. Tampa's minus 220, total 6. 73% leaning toward Tampa Bay, 60% shaded toward the under. New York's plus 190 for some money line cash. And at the moment, Tampa's plus 135 for some puck line cash. Now, Tampa's 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 at home, 8-2 in their last 10 puck line plays, taking on the Islanders. They're also giving up just 2.3 goals per game on average on their home ice. Now, the Islanders, completely different story. They're just 1-9 straight up in their last 10, taking on Tampa. The Islanders also failed to cover in 4 out of their last 5 puck line plays in Tampa Bay. Now, total-wise, Tampa's 5-3 to the under in their games at home this season. Give me Tampa -1.5 on the puck line and the under 6 goals in this one. All right, let's flip the page as we cover our next couple of games here. And I'm looking for Golden Knights. There we go. Next game, Golden Knights at Ottawa. 7:30 puck drop in Ottawa. The Golden Knights are -160. Totals 5.5. 52% are leaning Vegas. 63% shaded toward the over. Ottawa's +145 for some money line cash. And at the moment, Vegas is +185 for some puck line cash. Now, if you like Vegas as the heavy chalk in this one, just keep in mind they're 2-6 straight up in their games away from home. They're scoring just 1.7 goals per game on offense. Vegas has also dropped 3 out of their last 4 and 5 out of their last 7. Really struggling after that Stanley Cup hangover, making it to the Stanley Cup, finishing runner-up. Now, the Senators, on the other side, they're 2-2 straight up in their last 4, 4-2 ATS in their last 6. Ottawa's also 6-1 ATS in their last 7 on their home ice. And total-wise, a lot of overs on this Ottawa team. 11-2-2 to the over so far for the season. So another underdog play for me. Give me the Senators +145 in the over. 5.5 goals in this one. Next game, Hurricanes, Blackhawks, 8:30 Chicago. The Blackhawks are -115, total 6. 52% leaning toward Carolina, 60% shaded toward the over. Carolina's -103 for some money line cash. And at the moment, Chicago's +255 for some puck line cash. Now, Carolina has failed to cover in their last 5 puck line plays. They're also 0-5 straight up in that very same category. The Hurricanes have failed to win in 5 out of their last 6 games on the road. They're also just 2-5 straight up in their last 7 in Chicago. And speaking of Chicago, 5-2 straight up in their last 7 at home, taking on Carolina. The Chicago defense is holding Carolina to just 2.4 goals per game on average in their last 10 head-to-head meetings. Now, total-wise, Carolina 6-2 to the under in their games on the road. So with all that said and done, give me Chicago -115 and the under 6 goals in this one. Next game, Sharks, Stars, 8:30 puck drop in Dallas. The Sharks are -130, totals 5.5. 51% are leaning toward San Jose, 68% shaded toward the over. Dallas is +115 for some money line cash. And at the moment, San Jose is +230 for some puck line cash. Now, the Sharks are 2-0 straight up in their last couple of games, 6-3 straight up in their last 9. They're taking on a Dallas team who's 0-2 straight up in their last couple of games themselves. They also are scoring 2.8 goals per game on average. Now, total-wise, Dallas went 4-2-1 to the over in their games on their home ice. So with all that said and done, I'm going to take the road faves in this one. Give me San Jose -130 and the over 5.5 in this one. All right, next and final game for the show. It is going to be Wild Kings, 10:30 puck drop in Los Angeles. The Kings are -115, even despite all that turmoil. Totals 5.5. 64% leaning toward Minnesota, 74% shaded toward the under. The Wild are +$1 for some money line cash, and at the moment, LA's +255 for some puck line cash. Now, LA, they got a new coach, fired the old guy. They are just 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 ball games. The Kings are also 5-14 straight up in their last 19, dating back to last season. 2-4 in their last 6 puck line plays at home. Meanwhile, on the Minnesota side, they're winners of 2 of their last 3, 9-2 straight up in their last 11. This Minnesota defense is allowing just 2.8 goals per game on average. And total-wise, Minnesota, oddly enough, 4-2-1 in their games away from home. LA 5-3 to the over in their games on their home ice. So all that said and done, I'll take another underdog in this one. Give me Minnesota +$1 in the over, 5.5 in this one. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just want to quickly remind you once again to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're costing yourself some valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Now, memberships begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just pause your video right now, open up your browser, and just type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a few seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're currently watching this program right now, I simply cannot thank you enough. You most certainly make it all worth it. And most importantly, thank you for watching today's program. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And please don't forget to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.